people who are shitting on him. I'm just so confused by the fact that, so easy, all you have to do is go on social media and 1 minute you're on his side and next minute you're not. I mean, how does that work? I mean, obviously these celebrities are not real friends. They say they were friends. They're on these award shows talking about how much they support each other, and yet they're all on social media bashing him. I mean, if my friends did that, I'd be kind of pissed off. I just don't understand how you can go from supporting someone to automatically not supporting someone over something leaked that doesn't necessarily mean truth. That's what I'm confused about. And the other thing is that if this was a woman, if Jussie Smollett was a black or biracially gay woman who stated some man touched her or some man did something, we'd automatically believe her. Oh yes, she's a woman, because women don't lie. Women don't cry rape. Women don't cry abuse when it's not true. No, women don't do that. They are always telling the truth, and we have to have the woman's back, and we have to defend her to the end because she's a woman, and of course she's being sexually harassed or molested or raped by a man, because that's just what men do. But because he's a man and a gay man, it's impossible that he is actually telling the truth, and that the police department, Chicago PD, mind you, they're lying. I mean, I just don't understand it. I'm so confused how we can have this sexist nonsense when it comes to men, and then they wonder why men don't report anything. They don't report being sexually assaulted. They don't report being raped, molested, attacked, beat up, hurt. They don't cry. You know why? Because they're a man. And if we don't think you're telling the truth, it's completely cut off. We know for a fact you're lying, and we don't even give it a second thought. But a woman, she just has to be telling the truth. It's impossible that she's making this shit up. It's like, come on, people, you can't have it both ways. You can't ask for gender equality and then be the same person asking for the gender equality, and then when it's time to give it and give the man the benefit of the doubt and listen and wait for the story and wait for some evidence and wait for some proof, and then say, oh, he's lying because it was leaked, because Donald Trump said so, because TMZ said so. Who gives a fuck what these people say? They do not make or break law enforcement. They are not out there collecting evidence. They don't have tapes. They don't have proof. They're just telling you, well, an anonymous source told me. I don't want to hear about the anonymous source. I want to know that the anonymous source sent you pictures, sent you videos, all of that. That's what I want to know. I don't want to hear about the motherfucking anonymous source. So, yeah. So that's how I feel about the situation. I'm not going to say whether I believe him or not, because I feel like my opinion on whether I believe him or not is irrelevant. What I'm just having an issue with is that everybody just magically says that he must be lying or he must be telling the truth with no proof. No proof at all. And then also these two brothers or guy friends, whatever, the Nigerian guys, they could also be lying. Why can't they be lying? Of course they can't be lying, because apparently they knew Jussie Smollett, or he paid them once to train them, or they're saying it, so they must be telling the truth. I mean, I just don't understand why all of a sudden now all somebody has to say is so-and-so hit me, and magically it has to be true. I don't have to show you a bruise. I don't have to give you at least a good storyline. I don't have to, none of that. I just tell you that it happened, and that's it. And if I put it on social media, it's fact. It's just really bothersome that this is the world we live in now. 2019 is just ruled by, I said it, so it must be true. It's just sad, and like I said, I just wish people would wait it out and let some more evidence come out, because so far, neither side, the police nor Jussie, have given us any hardcore evidence that either one is telling the truth. I don't see Chicago PD showing me the videotape that they claim should be there. I don't see he went to a subway. I mean, did he actually get to the subways? I mean, do you have pictures of him walking? Was he looking behind his back? Did he look like he was prepared to be attacked? I mean, there's got to be something. If they're not showing something, that means they're hiding something as well, people. I mean, it's not just one way. It gets really frustrating when you have to break shit down that should not have to be broken down. The other thing. Okay, so that's what I feel about the Jussie Smollett. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. I do not want to believe that he's lying, though. I am praying that he's actually telling the truth, and the rest of you assholes, black, white, and other, will be kissing his feet when you find out that he was telling the truth. And if he did lie, I want to point out that we also live in a world where that's what the fuck celebrities do. If you watch Love and Hip Hop, Black Ink Crew, The Bachelor, Sex on a Beach, or X on a Beach, or whatever, all these other shows, these celebrities, or quote unquote celebrities, reality TV stars, whatever we want to call them, this is what they do, people. This is what they do for a living. They make shit up. They pretend that they're dating someone that they're not. They pretend that they're pregnant when they're not. They pretend like they don't know who their baby daddy is when they do. They pretend that they have cancer. They pretend that they, were assaulted. I mean, this is what the celebrity world is about nowadays. You make shit up and you hope that you become the latest tweet, the latest Instagram feed, and the latest talk, that you're on TMZ, that you're on the Wendy Williams show, that you're on Page 6, and you've made it. And who cares if you've embarrassed yourself, embarrassed your family, embarrassed your kids? Has the Kardashians taught us nothing? This world is on. What are we talking about? What is the latest trend? Who are we talking about? Who are they dating? Who got into a fight? Who cheated? This is what it is, people. So if he is lying, I'm telling you right now, it has nothing to do with motherfucking Donald Trump. Us as a black community do not need this. We already think Donald Trump is an asshole. Hello, he's trying to build a fucking wall. We think he's an asshole. We think he's doing a really bad fucking job. Not everybody. There are people who like Donald Trump. There are people who are happy that he's been their president, and they're entitled to that. They can be happy. That's what this world is based on. You can like and dislike whomever you feel. I don't like Donald Trump. I think he's a pompous fucking asshole. That's how I feel, and I don't care if you don't agree with it. But guess what? I'm entitled to that. And I have my reasons, and I have my backup, and I have my research, just like everybody else got their shit. So this is not needed. If he did lie, it was to be the talk. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was memeing about it. Everybody was reposting it. That is what celebrities do. He's not the first or the last celebrity to try to get everybody to feel sorry for him for no motherfucking reason. You feel sorry for celebrities every motherfucking day. People you don't know, that don't pay your bills, that don't take care of your kids, who don't put food on your table, and you think you know them, you think you love them, you idol them, you want to go to their concerts, you want to see their movies. I mean, it is what it is, people. So if he did lie, it's because of 2019. And if you're not being talked about, you're irrelevant. But it was not for motherfucking the hate of Donald Trump. Okay? That's not what it was for. I think I've talked that topic out. It's just really frustrating, and it's also disheartening to know that it's a possibility that he could have lied. Because I will be upset if he lied. I will. Because I think it's unnecessary, and I need to know the reason. I legit would rather just know why. And I think all of us like to know why. Anytime somebody does something, we all want to know, but why'd you do it? Literally. I mean, but why? So, that's that. The other topic that I wanted to discuss today is teenage dating. I talked a little bit about it on my Instagram, about the fact that, I have a 16-year-old. She turned 16 in December. The agreement between me and my 16-year-old was that there will be two possible ways that she would end up dating. Either her senior year in high school, which I feel like is an appropriate time to start dating, or she'd have to wait till she was in college. And so right now we're in the middle. I do not believe a 16-year-old needs to have a boyfriend. I don't care about you parents that say, oh, but they're going to sneak around. Oh, they're going to do things. Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but not every 16-year-old sneaks. Not every single one. I can tell you that right now because I was not sneaking at 16. I didn't start till around 17. I'm just saying, to just assume that every teenager is doing what you might have done is also the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. I personally right now, so my daughter does have a boy that she likes, and of course I don't call him her boyfriend. I say that's just her friend. I'm sure behind closed doors that's her boyfriend. I'm talking about like in school and all her friends, she's probably like, this is my boyfriend, but in my eyes it's not. Right now, they are allowed to only have supervised dates. And let me just give you a little bit on what I mean by supervised dates. So they can go to the movies, but I have to go to the movies with them, but I do not have to sit with them, nor do I have to see the same movie. I just have to be there around the same time the movie starts. So if their movie starts at 7:05, my movie can start at like 6:45 or like a 7:15. So a 15-minute earlier or prior, so that they're not in the movie theater too long without me. If they go out to dinner, I have to attend the dinner, but I do not sit with them. I just have to be in the restaurant. If they go to the mall, same exact thing. They can go to the mall. They can walk the mall on their own. I do not have to walk with them. I just have to be in the mall at the same time they're at the mall. She is not allowed at his house. She hasn't been to his house yet anyway, but she would never be allowed at his house if his parents weren't home. And I would contact his parents, people. I am not going to assume that when she tells me, oh, his mom and dad are there, okay, I believe you. Nope. I will call his mother and say, hey, Heaven was hanging out. It's going to be hanging out at your house today. Will you be home? Will you be home for the entire time that my child is there? Do you plan on leaving your house at any particular time? See, this is some of the things that I notice a lot of parents don't ask, okay? And then same thing, he has not been to my house yet either, but if he came to my house, I would be home. I would not go to the mall, I would not go to the movies, I would not go grocery shopping and leave them in the house by themselves. It wouldn't happen, and it's not going to happen. She's not allowed, well, he's younger than her. He's a freshman, and my daughter's a junior. So he has no car, and he's not driving anytime soon. But if he did have a car, she wouldn't be able to drive with him anyway. Okay, so those are my rules. And so far, she's actually okay with those rules. The fact that I'm allowing her to hang out with the boy and spend time with the boy she likes pretty much makes her happy. She has not said, hey, can you not come to the movies with us? Can you not? She hasn't even asked me that. Her big thing was, Mom, I like this boy and I would like to hang out with him. And when I gave her the rules, she was perfectly okay with the rules. She said, okay, that sounds fine to me. Now, I know some of you might think, oh, she's sneaking. She's not sneaking because, one, I live in like a suburby part of Jersey, so there's really nowhere for her to go. She can't take the bus. She can't take the train because there is no bus and there is no train. I mean, there's a little bus in my town, but the bus don't take you nowhere. And there's no train. We don't got no train near us. So, pretty much, I don't know where she possibly would sneak to, but she ain't got nowhere to sneak. And she's not, even with her friends, she's not allowed to hang out with her friends if I am not there to drop her off and pick her up. And the same thing, her and her friends can go to the mall. I'm talking about her girlfriends. Her and her friends can go to the mall, but I'm at the mall with them. They can walk the mall on their own, but I'm there. Now, she can go to the movies with one of her girlfriends. I don't have to see a movie, but I will drop her off and pick her up at the movie. So unless she's leaving the movie theater, she's not there. Basically, I'm just trying to let you guys know that there's really no way for my daughter to sneak. I do understand that all kids will find a way, and she would have to find a really good way, because other than being at school and being at cheer practice, I don't think I can think of a time where she's not somewhere where I am and I have a tracker. And no, she does not turn the tracker off. She has a tracker on her cell phone. And I told her the first time that I ever go to track the phone and it's turned off, she loses her cell phone. Mind you, my daughter's had a cell phone for the past 3 years, and not one time in the 3 years has the tracker been turned off. She's never turned it off. I'm going to assume because she likes having her cell phone. On her social media outlets, I have to follow her, and I have to have all her social media outlets. And I also told her the first time that I go and I'm following her or I'm blocked, she has to lose all the outlets. And like I said, since then, I have not been blocked. and no social medias have been made. Every once in a while, I do check to see if she's under another name. Like, I look to see if she put a name, made an account with another email. So far, nothing. So I just feel, and I don't think this is wrong. I don't think that